All right, so today is Friday, February 25th. We got the pep rally deal we went through. Here's planning to catch up with the rest of the, next couple weeks until spring break. I've got this whole FRQ lined up for you guys here, ready to go today. Now that I'm looking at this though, you know what? I'm gonna pull you guys. So I'll give you guys some options. Option one is we could do something like, we'll do the FRQ today and maybe this or possibly throw an FRQ and place one of these next week, but we can do an FRQ today. Option B is we can bump this FRQ to say like Monday. And you know what my honor students are doing today that worked out pretty well is we're doing a origami day with a tortoise and a hare. So option A, we can do FRQ today. Option B is we can do some origami today and push off the FRQ till Monday. So who's for option A, wants to do FRQ today? All right, vote of 2, 3. Who wants to do origami today? And okay, there's the winner. All right, so change of plans. That is what we will do. Right. You guys get to use your spatial reasoning skills. Right, so you guys got some paper on your desk. First thing we're going to do is square it off. So we need to start with a square. You guys know how to square off the paper? Right, fold this over, make an isosceles right triangle. Tell you what, near the end of class, there might be a step that involves scissors. I do have some buckets of scissors over there. You guys want to cut this out or grab them real fast? But so I see this extra rectangle margin. What I'm going to do is fold this extra rectangle margin over and tear it off. Yes, thank you, Tristan. That's very nice of you. You are the scissors. All right. And I'm going to take this extra rectangle margin and just fold it back and forth to make the paper really neat. And then be able to tear it off like that. Or yeah. Scissors are great too. So at some point I got this square. Yeah, think you can. All right, so you guys got the square? All right, now the crease is going across it. The way you guys see it right now, I might call that a mountain fold because see, it looks like the top of a mountain or top of a mountain ridge. Right. But if you flip this whole thing upside down, see how now, it looks like the bottom of a valley, like there could be a river flowing through, right? So I'll call that a valley fold. So orient your square so that that diagonal crease is a valley fold. Do you have that? Okay. Now fold the other diagonal and unfold that so that you have an X going across the paper, but they're both valley folds. Right? Remember what I mean by that is, right now this looks like a bowl, but like it has a point that I can spin this on. Looks like a bowl, doesn't it? Like I see a bowl and I can spin this thing. The X going across it. Okay, guys get that? Okay. Now that you have that, take this whole bowl shape you have, flip it upside down so that you can pitch it like a tent or a pyramid, a Giza. Guys got that? Then make a hot dog fold. Unfold that, turn it 90 degrees, make another hot dog fold. Unfold that. All right, so a description of what you should see at this point. You should see an X and a cross. Now the X is all mountain folds. I see a mountain fold here and I see a mountain fold here. The cross is a couple of valley folds. I see a valley fold and a valley fold. Right? So you should have an X and a cross. Right? If you didn't go those folds exactly right, then you can still kind of work with this. It's just the next step will be a little bit harder to work with. So I see an X and a cross. Okay. Okay. Now what you want to do I'm gonna flip this paper back upside down, the face side up like it originally was. Okay, and I'm okay. So now the mountain and valleys have flipped also, right? So now my X are the valley folds and my cross are the mountain folds, right? Because I just turned it upside down. Okay. I'm gonna grab opposite sides in the middle, not the corners, opposite sides. See how I take opposite sides? I'm gonna bring those together. Okay. So I grabbed opposite sides, bring those together. Okay. And then press the whole thing down. You have a triangle with a pocket at the bottom. Okay, if you got that, awesome. If not, let me go back and show you guys again. Right, so grab opposite sides in the middle, bring those together. Then take the whole thing, you go, and you should see an isosceles right triangle with a pocket in the bottom. You guys got that? A 45, 45, 90 triangle with a pocket in the bottom. Okay. Who needs help at this point? Who needs help? Okay. Right. I think everybody's got this. Huh? Right. Next step. You guys see this vertical center crease? So I'm going to play off this. I'm going to take this top left edge and fold it down so that it meets this vertical center crease. So it looks like this. Okay. And do the same thing on the right side to make it symmetrical. So I'm also going to take this top right edge and fold it down so that it matches a center crease. Okay. Everybody good? Okay, next step. I'm going to take each of these bottom corners individually. Right, I'm going to fold them up in a particular way. Maybe I'll start with the right side this time. Okay, so take the right side, okay, fold this up like this, and I'm looking for a couple of conditions as I'm about to press this down. I want this top edge, which is like the hypotenuse of this very tiny triangle here, to be parallel to the bottom of the very large triangle. See how these two lines are parallel right here? Okay. And one more thing, see how the corner of this triangle is flush with the bottom? So you would not want to do something like this where the bottom sticks out. And you don't want to do something where it's like crooked, like that, where it's all like crooked. Okay. So you want to fold it up so that this line is parallel to this line, and this corner is flush with this bottom. And then press it down. Do the same thing on the other side, left side in my case, make it symmetrical. Okay. If you do it right, then you should be able to take a ruler and look at that. You guys see a bunch of parallel lines? We're going to take a quick walk around the class, just in case you need help.
I'm busy. I just get that away from me. Why would you make them? I'll be That's so
And there's sound and you can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear it going.
All right, is everybody okay? Yeah, thank you for helping each other out, by the way, too. All right, so I think you guys all got this at this point. Next step. You guys see this this very short edge right here, just a few centimeters long, right here? I'm gonna fold that up so that it matches this vertical center line, just this short bit right here. Okay, so take this and fold it up like that. Okay. Do the same thing on the other side to make it symmetrical.
Hold on.
So, okay. So this short bit here, just a few centimeters long.
Yes.
Fold it so it matches that center vertical line, and do the same thing on the right side. So the short bit right here, fold this up like this.
I'm excellent. I am excellent.
I'm actually.
It's so awesome.
Right, next thing, right, you guys see a couple of physical lines right here. Okay, so I'm gonna take these top corners and just fold them down across those lines. Right, like that. Right, that's it. Okay, did you go to the step?
Yeah.
Just take these two, point. It's a little bit different, that's okay. Hold on, Wabi Sabi. Alright, so now that you guys have this, right? Lift the whole thing up, turn it face down, put it back down. So now you guys see a big old isosceles right triangle, a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Ooh, with a couple of points taken at the bottom. Is it? Right. Okay, now what we do is take the bottom left corner and fold it so it matches this top corner, like this. And do the same thing on the right side. Take the bottom right corner and fold it up so it also matches the top corner. Okay. Now let's take these two outside corners, and fold them so that they meet in the middle. So the left side I'm going to fold to the right, and the right side I'm going to fold to the left.
Starting to see the turn.
Are you kidding me? How old is that? 11?
They know that's how the tail goes. That's how we're just in the frog.
This is a frog?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's towards the
So what do you do?
Okay.
How do you condense a big triangle?
Ah,
Flip it over.
all right. Everybody doing okay? Okay, we're getting pretty close to the end. Oh, actually, here's where I'm gonna zoom in. It's got some intricate details coming up. You guys see these top two corners right here? Top two corners?
Yeah, the one that
Okay.
are really loose. Wait, no.
Once you do this one. Yeah. Let me take this and just fold it straight down so that, well, just as that. You guys see that? Just went straight down. Like that. And do the same thing on the other, well, on the right side, my face, symmetrical. Okay. Just kind of like that. Let's do that.
Yeah, you just wanted full paper, like, oh crap, it's a frog.
Right. Then you guys see a tiny triangle here? I'm going to fold the left one down to the left. I'm going to fold the right one down to the right. Okay. Let me go back a couple of steps in case you want to see anything. Right. So at some point you had these two, you fold each of them straight down, creates new very tiny triangles. The left triangle I'm going to push down to the left, and the right triangle I push down to the right. Okay. Like that? Okay, guys good? Okay, now unfold that last crease, and if you pay real close attention, there's actually a hidden pocket right here.
What?
There's a hidden pocket.
Where?
And push that triangle you just made, that crease, into that pocket. Same thing on the right side. Unfold this one. There's a hidden pocket. right here. Push this in right here.
Oh, I see the pop. Oh, this one wasn't as crisp. That's a little bit upsetting. The other one was good. Shut up.
Good job, kid. Appreciate it.
All right, you guys got that?
No,
Yes.
no.
Guys, full time here.
So,
We're doing okay on time. Yeah, we're doing all right. Guys able to help each other out? So, you just have neighbors, know what's going on, able to help you out.
something you don't know. I see.
Oh, you thought you had like.
All right, you guys ready for our next step? Next step? Okay. So now, pick this whole thing up, flip them over. And there is, there's a tiny hole right here. This is gonna be the nose of this character. You're gonna breathe life into this guy. Like you're blowing up a balloon.
Oh my God. What?
It's a bulldog. It's not even.
No, it is.
What's that? Is it a little bunny?
It is Pup Bunny, yeah. You guys got a little Pup Bunny.
Oh my God. The cutest thing ever.
You guys ready to do the tortoise?
There's another one.
There's the chair. Let's do the tortoise. Oh, yeah. It's turtle time. Take another page of paper, and the first few steps are going to be the same. So we need to square this off. You guys able to square this off? So diagonal, extra rectangle margin. I'm gonna fold over. I'm gonna fold over this extra rectangle margin. Yeah, okay, go back. So you have an 8.5 by 11. Make a diagonal fold. The whole purpose of this first step is just to get a square. These first few steps. Okay, so diagonal fold. I've got an extra rectangle margin. I'm gonna fold over this extra rectangle margin and tear it off. Yep, the first few steps are the same as the last pattern. You just need a square. You need a square. Okay, you guys got a square?
You're a bit furious self. Great. Can you post on the quiz? You can make better. Okay, this is fine. You know how to make a square?
Everybody, press the square. Oh, almost. Okay, guys, 2 more seconds here.
Is the air going like the going?
Oh my God. That's very cute.
You actually this.
That's a little scary. It's my favorite thing ever.
You can
All right, now that everybody has a square, you guys see my diagonal is a valley pole. You see it's a valley pole. So I have to versus it's not a mountain pole like this. Flip it over, it'd be a valley pole. Okay, I'm gonna pull the other diagonal, also a valley pole, and unpull that. Okay, so you guys see how I have an X going across the paper, and those are both valley folds, right? So that looks like a valley, that looks like a valley. Okay. So that there's like a point that I can spin this on, just like a bowl. Hey, we did this last time. Guys, remember, it looks like a bowl I can spin on a single point. Right? Guys got a bowl with an X through it. Right. Right. Now flip the whole thing upside down so that you can pitch it like a tent. You guys got a tent now? Right, so now I see a couple of mountain folds, right? And hot dog fold. Unfold, turn 90 degrees, make another hot dog fold. And unfold that. Now, so far, this follows the same steps as the puff bunny. So I see an X and a cross. Now my X looks like a couple of mountain folds, and my cross looks like a couple of valley folds, just the way I have the paper oriented. Okay, but everything after this is going to be different. All right.
You're still
Yeah, you might have to work with the sides, like unfold them a little bit. Because okay, if you're trying to puff up the bunny, you guys know the sides have to puff out, so you don't want to like press it there because that's where the air's got to go, right? And then just like a balloon, go like.
I don't put my balloons up.
Okay. All right, back to the turtle. All right, so on your paper so that the X are the mountain folds and the cross are the valley folds, just like I have. You guys got that? All right, now what I'm gonna do is grab opposite corners and bring those together. You guys grab opposite corners of a mountain fold and bring those together and press this whole thing down. Right, let me go back a step. Right, so you guys had this. Right, now make sure that your X are the mountain folds. See if it was upside down to be valley folds. So, go back to these guys are mountain folds. Grab opposite corners of this mountain fold. Right, corners. Bring those corners together and press the whole thing down.
No, it's a diamond. I got a small square.
Yeah. Right. Do you guys have a square where there's a pocket facing you? Right. So for the rest of the steps, well, for the next couple of steps, make sure that the pocket is facing you. See how this pocket's facing me? Right. You can put your hand in the pocket like this. Right. I'm going to take the bottom left side and fold it up to match this crease in the middle. And do the same thing on the right side to make it symmetrical. Take the bottom right side, fold it up so it meets that vertical center line. Let me go back a few steps. Right, so if you're good, then just hang tight. At some point I had a square, grab opposite corners, bring those together, press the whole thing down. Then I take the bottom left, fold up to the center crease. Take the bottom right and also fold it up to that center crease. Okay, you should have that kite shape. Yeah.
Which side does it open on? But like from the bottom, yeah.
Does it look like this?
You're ruining your bunny. It's already proving.
All right. Guys go right over here.
Take a swim. He got waterboarded. Now he's gone. Didn't live long.
I don't think it even lives. Huh?
This is great.
I
Go check.
think so.
All right.
Sweet. Or coming back. What up?
All right.
Just your stuff at the top.
And then.
It's the best I'm gonna get.
Work with that a little bit. All right, think you guys good here? All right, we got about 5 or 6 minutes, just enough time to finish it. All right, you guys got that, that kite shape? Take the top corner of this kite, and you guys see this physical line right here? I'm gonna just fold this top corner down across that line, so it's gonna make like this shield looking shape or a diamond. Yeah, okay, diamond, let's put diamond in. It's a gas station logo? Sure.
Which gas station?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I can see diamond.
Oh, ooh, a cobra. Ooh, I like that one. A cobra. Actually, we can just stop there. Maybe that's a cobra. Stop, fight somebody. Right, so make sure that crease is really good. You guys ready for the trickiest step in this whole pattern? Right, so that last crease that you just made, make sure it's a really good crease. Is that a really good crease you just made?
Yeah.
Okay, because here's what we're about to do. All right, this diamond, I'm gonna unfold this kite shape. I'm gonna reach inside. I'm gonna pull this out. You guys do this with me? You guys reach inside, pull this out.
Yes.
I'm gonna back fold along that last crease that you just made. It's gonna go way up. Okay. You know what you're doing? Awesome. Can you say it again? Let me go back. Okay. So at some point it looked like this. I made these folds. I folded this down. Made a really good crease right here. Unfold that. Open this up. Reach inside. Pull this out. And back fold along that last crease that you just made. It's gonna go way up like this.
Oh, God.
All right. Now, I know that step was tricky, but so you guys got it? Alright, okay, so you're gonna have to show you guys next few steps because we've got about 3 minutes here. Alright, so, let's go, okay, we're gonna do sort of, here, we just go from this top corner of this diamond you just made, all the way down to the center of the diamond. I'm gonna tear it. Okay? Now, origami, one of the rules is you never tear the paper. If you do, it falls into a category called origami, so I guess this is technically that, but yeah, sometimes there's an exception to a rule, and that's what we're doing right here. I tear this all the way down to the center. Or if you got some of the scissors around, do that. Okay, you guys see this?
I cut it.
And you guys see a turtle starting to emerge? A couple of flippers here. Okay, so we're gonna take this flipper, fold it over approximately like this. Doesn't have to be an exact fold, but something like that. Take this other flipper on the other side, flip it over approximately like that. Right? Those don't have to be exactly like that, but as long as they're pretty close. Okay. I'm gonna, okay, so you have this, right? Right, you guys did that, you guys tore it or cut it down the middle? Left, right? Right? Okay, I'm gonna do a little touch here. I'm gonna round out the flipper. Here's how you can round out the flipper. Take this corner and tuck it into this pocket. Same thing on the other side. Take this corner and tuck it into this pocket. Okay. Okay, so there were a couple of flippers, right? Right. We just take this corner and just tuck it here, and take this other corner and tuck it here. If you missed that stuff, it'll still look okay. Okay. Oh, I need to make this guy's legs. So you guys see a couple of right here? You guys see these two? Right. Fold the left one over to the left and the right one over to the right.
Oh my God, I see a little.
Yeah. You guys see that? Just a few steps left. We can do this just in time. Give this guy a head. You guys see his top corner? Here's how you make the head. Just gonna fold down and then fold back along a slightly different crease. So you do something like this. Got a beatbox a turtle. Oh, same steps for the tail. So here, the tail is the same thing. Fold the tail like this, and then fold back along a slightly different crease parallel to the one you just made. You guys see that? Okay. So fold up and then fold back along a slightly different crease.
I just done it.
Right. Okay, and then, last couple of steps here, we need to round out the shell. Here's how you round out the shell. You guys see these corners? Right, otherwise it's like a square shell. Right, fold the right one to the left, fold the left one to the right. Right. So I took these shell corners, just fold them in. Okay, and then remember how I flipped in the front flippers? Same thing here. You can actually open up the shell and tuck this corner in along that crease you just made, and same thing on the other side. Okay, press this in, and then just tuck in the side of this shell.
I'm
Ooh, all right, just in the nick of time. We got 1 minute and 1 second.
How do you keep
To the
it
bell.
so round? I think tuck it in.
All right, walk around and help you guys out with that last bit right there.